My name is Alex Winstead, and this is my wife Isabel, and
Hi.
we're the owners of Cascadia Mushrooms. I started the mushroom farm back in 2005 after graduating from college and moving to Bellingham, and saw that there was a real need here for a specialty mushroom grower in our thriving local food economy. When we grow mushrooms on a mixture of natural alder sawdust that we get from a local sawmill and organic grain byproducts. While the substrate is primarily sawdust, those grains can add extra nutrients that give the crop a boost. All the ingredients are blended in our batch mixer. From there, the sawdust substrate is bagged up into 4.5-pound bags, which are the specially designed mushroom growing bags. Once the substrate is all mixed and bagged, it goes into our autoclave, which is basically just a large pressure cooker, and this sort of clears the path for the type of mushroom that we specifically want to grow. Once it's sterilized, it gets moved into the clean room or the lab, where we have a HEPA filtered airstream that allows us to cool that hot substrate and gives us a sterile environment in which to introduce the mushroom that we're trying to grow from what we call spawn. So once the bags are inoculated and sealed, they get moved to the incubation room, where they'll sit in that room for anywhere from 3 weeks to 3 months. Once they've gone through their entire growth process in the incubation room, they're wheeled over to what we call the fruiting room, and that's where we'll actually grow the mushrooms. The fruiting room is kept at around 60 to 65 degrees with a lot of fresh airflow and a lot of humidity. So pretty much it's mushroom season inside of the fruiting room year-round. The bags are opened in there in order to expose them to that cool, moist, humid environment, and then they'll begin fruiting within just a few days. The fruiting process takes about a week to 10 days, and then we begin harvesting the mushrooms over the course of about a week.
So we love mushrooms, and cooking with them, it enhances any meal. It can be a great meat substitute. We use it in pretty much anything throughout the day. So we'll see it in our eggs in the morning. We'll have it on toast. We can have lots of different mushrooms in any kind of sauces or soups, or just by themselves.
I think our go-to mushroom on a day-to-day basis is definitely the shiitake. But we also we do grow several other varieties here and in smaller quantities. And so it's always nice to mix it up too with some lion's mane or some of either of the oyster mushrooms that we grow, or in the fall when we're harvesting wild mushrooms. We love to eat chanterelles and porcini when we can get them. Everything just brings in a whole other realm of flavors that you really can't get anywhere else. Another really important aspect of mushrooms is all the medicinal benefits that you can get from eating mushrooms. From consuming your shiitake mushrooms, which can help to stimulate the immune system, or lion's mane mushrooms, which are known to help support brain function, or if you're making like a medicinal tonic tea from your dried reishi mushrooms that can really help to support the immune system. You can find our mushrooms at the Bellingham Farmers Market on Saturdays. Both the food co-ops in Bellingham as well as the food co-op in Mount Vernon have our fresh mushrooms. You can also now find our mushrooms at all of the Hagen stores in Whatcom and Skagit County.
But the really fun thing is to grow your own. So we have some grow your own kits that you can get on the website. I teach 3rd graders, and so it's such a fun thing to do with kids, because you get the kit and then from there it has detailed instructions on how to grow mushrooms in your kitchen with just a spray bottle and a plastic bag. You get to watch it over time, start from little baby button mushrooms, and then they go bigger and bigger, and then you harvest them and you throw them in a pan ready to eat. Really exciting.
Speaking of fresh, that's the freshest you can get for mushrooms, when you grow them yourself and you can cook them immediately after harvesting.